This is Sin, and I'm back with another video today. So if you want to know what I'm going to be doing today, stay tuned.
T-shirt chick.
Alright, Prince Squad. In this video, I'm going to be burning a screen. So in a previous video, I did how to coat a screen with emulsion, and I used the trifecta emulsion by Ulano, which is good to use for discharge, water-based, and plastisol ink. So if you have that emulsion, you don't have to worry about switching it out because it's good for all three of those inks. Right here, I have a film. This is a transparency film, and I printed this out using my inkjet printer. And the design that I created on here is for my basketball training program, and I created the design using Photoshop. And this video is not going to actually be about designing, because I always recommend before you start screen printing to start out with heat press printing or printing using transfers and heat transfer vinyl. And if you have done that and you have got to this video because you're interested in getting into screen printing, you should already know how to design. But if you do need help with creating designs, I do have some Photoshop tutorials on my page. So if you go to my page and just check out a playlist for Photoshop tutorials, you should be able to find help there. Basically what I do with this film right here is I take it into my dark room, the place where you would burn your screens. The way that you do it, you're using a light sensitive material in the emulsion so that you can expose your screen. So I'm going to go ahead and go in there and get everything set up so that I can burn the screen. And I'm also going to offer you guys some tips for problems that you may have when trying to burn screens. Alright, I'm in my dark room, and right here, as you see, if you checked out the previous video, I did coat 3 screens on yesterday, and they're right here and they're dry. And I'm going to show you guys how to check and make sure that your screens are dry. And with my screens, I let them dry overnight, and I have a fan blowing on them, as you see right here. And right there I have a dehumidifier which evaporates the water right there, and I'll leave a link for that down below. I'm not going to leave a link for the fan because you guys know where to buy fans at. And another thing that I usually have here in my dark room is a heater, but I don't have it in here right now. But if you check some of my other videos, because I have done videos similar to this before, you know, explaining step by step how to screen print, you can check that. And it doesn't have to be any certain type of heater, just a small heater that's, you know, good enough for the area of the room that you're going to be using as your dark room. Alright, so I'm going to grab a screen from here, and as you guys see, I didn't do perfect screens the other day. You can kind of see I do have kind of a mess, like right here, that's like excess emulsion right there. You see where it's dark at right there in the corner. But basically when you coat screens, you want your screens to be smooth. Right here you see I did get a little bit too much emulsion down here, which should not be a problem because it's on the edge. You wouldn't want that to be in the center of your screen. So right there, that's one of the screens right there. It's not coated very well, but it will do the job. And to make sure that your emulsion is dry, what you can do is touch it. If it's sticky to your hand, then it's not dry. If it's sticky at all, it's not dry. You want to let it dry more, because if it's not completely dry, you will not be able to burn your screen. So what I'm going to do now is put away the screens that I'm not going to be using, and once I put them away, I'm going to get ready to burn the screen. I have all of the screens put away except for the one that I'm going to be using today. And right here, this is my exposure unit. Right beneath here, this is the top for my exposure unit, and it's a weighted top. It's not really weighted, but the wood is kind of heavy so that, you know, it's holding down enough pressure for the screen to make full contact with the transparency film. So I will leave the link down below in case you're interested in this same exposure unit that I have, because it's one of the most reasonably priced ones that will print 16 by 20 films. When I'm screen printing, there are 2 sides to the screen. Okay, you have the flat side right here, which is the part that will be on the shirt, and then you have the inside, which is, it's got the the indented side right here. So what you need to do when you're screen printing is to put the flat side down, and when you look through right here, you want to be able to see your design the correct way that it's going to print on the shirt, the way that it's supposed to look on the shirt. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to put some tape. And this tape is ran out, so I'm going to use some other tape. I'm going to use this tape right here. And I'm going to tape it facing up with the sticky side up. And I'm putting it on all 4 sides. My tape had fell on the floor. Okay, so get 2 more pieces of tape and put them on the other 2 sides. And because I've been doing this for a while, I pretty much know where to put this at to be in the correct place on the screen. But if you don't know where to put it at, there's a couple ways you can figure out. Like, I'm doing a 1 color print, so I don't have to use my registration system because I'm not going to be registering multiple colors to it. It's actually a 1 color print, 1 print on the back, 1 print on the front. Okay, so I'm just going to put it on here in the correct place. One thing you have to do to make sure that it's in the right place is make sure you can know, you need to know where your screen printing press, how it lines up. So with mine, I have it set up so that it's a palm length down from the screen for you to print, because if you get the design too close to the edge, it's not going to print. You're not going to be able to print it because you can't get the squeegee in there. So because I know that, I'm going to go ahead and line mine up the correct way. Alright, so I'm going to just take my palm and make sure that this is in the correct place on both of these. So I have it there, and what I'm doing now is rubbing the tape to make sure that it sticks. So right here you see it's stuck on here. Alright. So now I'm going to go ahead and put my top back on it. Alright, got my top on it, and my power switch is right back here behind my unit right there. I have my timer right here. So I'm going to put it, it's on 5 minutes already. I don't know if y'all can see it because it's a little dim right there, but it's on 5 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that and start my timer. So right now my screen is exposing, and it should take about 5 minutes to fully expose. And once it's fully exposed, I can wash it out in my washout room, and that's going to be the next video. So I'm gonna go ahead and expose the screen. Once it's done exposing, I'll come back and let you guys check it out. My screen is almost done exposing, and once it is finished exposing and my timer goes off, I come in here and turn my exposure unit off. Then I take this bottle of water right here, just plain water out the faucet, and mist it to stop it from exposing as soon as my timer goes off. And right there, you can see the image is coming through the screen right here. You can see the image. So that right there tells you that your screen was successfully exposed, when you can see that image right there in your screen. Alright, so now that I know my screen is successfully exposed, I sprayed it with the water to stop the exposure process. And because I'm in a dark room and my washout booth is in a different room, I like to do that because I have to take it out into my shop where the regular light is. You know, in the dark room I have the yellow safe bulbs like I was telling you about in the other video, but once I take it out of here, I don't want it to continue exposing, so I spray it with the water, let it sit for a few minutes so some of the water can drip off of it, and so that the water can help break down the emulsion, and then I take it to the washout booth. I'm gonna go ahead and offer you some tips. Now, right here, as you guys see how my screen is right here, you can see that it is, you know, it was exposed. You can see the design coming through right there. If you happen to burn a screen and you couldn't see a design right there, you sprayed the water on there, you couldn't see a design through there, then you probably overexposed your screen, and that means that you exposed it for too much time. So what you would have to do is take away some of the time, like try taking away a minute or 30 seconds, you know, just to see what it is. And they do make exposure calculators. I talked about those in one of my other videos. I have to show some examples of one, and I'll leave a link down below where you can purchase one. Y'all make sure that you're subscribed and you hit the notification bell so that you won't miss out on my future videos, because I will be doing step by step, you know, coming up. The next video will be washing out the screen. And if you don't want to miss that, make sure that you hit that bell and subscribe. And I appreciate you watching. And don't forget, I have links down below this video. I also have a second channel, the T-Shirt Chick Live channel, where I do live streams daily on Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Central Time. And you can also follow me on Instagram at T-Shirt Chick TV, and join that Print Squad group on Facebook. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in another video. Print Squad out.